This is the last module, sub-module to your unit 2, that is E-MOSFET biasing, E-MOSFET biasing. So, contains that I'm going to discuss here in this session is voltage divider biasing and the drain feedback biasing. E-MOSFET, the complete full form of E-MOSFET is enhanced metal oxide field effect transistor. So voltage divider configuration, it is similar to that what you have used in your transistor. Only the thing is here it is replaced by E-MOSFET. The whole theory what you have applied right from the basic device, that is a transistor FET, similar it is applicable to E-MOSFET. So when we are deciding the DC biasing, we have to analyze the given circuit at two levels, that is the base voltage you have to find the base voltage, then find out the collector voltage and the collector current, so as to define your Q point, the operating point, to determine the stability of the overall circuit and the linearity, so that it is helpful for the functioning of the circuit as an amplifier in a stable mode. So for this we have to consider some conditions like VGS has to be greater than the threshold level. This is a basic priority because you have already gone through the discussion as to why that VGS has to be greater than the threshold voltage. Because if it is not greater than threshold voltage, then it will not lead to a flow of the current. Rather, whatever is the channel induced between the N layer will narrow down and it will result into a zero current. So voltage divider or the drain feedback bias circuit, the arrangement is given in the figure aside. Voltage, gate voltage is more positive than the source by an amount exceeding the threshold voltage, that is a pinch off voltage. So you can calculate this threshold voltage VGS by taking the approximate rule or linearly so called a voltage divider rule. So VGS at this terminal is a voltage combination of a product of voltage VDD into R2 upon R1 plus R2. How do we find out VDD? So VDD is the drain voltage. Here there is slight correction, instead of VDD it should be VD. So VD has to be VDD minus ID RD. Now this current ID, which is called as a Shockley relation, this ID is equal to K times VGS minus VTH whole square. K is a proportionality constant which we have defined it as a dynamic resistance. So you will find that there is a proportional relation between current ID and the voltages VGS and the threshold voltage, which is given by a dynamic value of a resistance. So when these are changing in the linear region, the dynamic resistance exists over there. So I'll try to solve a problem based on this. So here the problem statement says that determine the VGS voltage and the drain to source voltage for E-MOSFET in the circuit given below. So here we have to make some assumptions that a minimum value of drain current to keep the transistor or the E-MOSFET device on should be 200 milliamperes. This is some bare minimum value. And VGS, gate to source voltage, should be 4 volts. Get to source threshold value is 2 volts. This is taken from our data sheet for the MOSFET, E-MOSFET. So coming back to the circuit over here, you calculate the value of VGS by taking this relation and substituting the respective component values and the DC source value. So it comes out to be 3.13 volts. Later on, you try to find out this proportionality constant from the Shockley's relation, that is ID is equal to VGS minus VTH whole square. So based on that, you will get this as 50 milliamperes per voltage square. Now we have to calculate the drain current for a given value of VGS, or the calculated value of VGS is equal to 3.13 volts. So after substituting the values inside the relation, you obtain a current of 63.8 milliamperes, and lastly you calculate the drain to source voltage. Here drain terminal and this is your source terminal. So between these two terminals, you take a voltage VDS and find out. So with reference to ground, if you are taking and applying a KVL in the output loop, your relation turns out to be VDS is equal to VDD minus IDRD, which is equal to 24 volts. That is the value of VDD, which is displayed in the circuit aside. So VDD minus IDRD, the drain current you already have calculated in the previous step. Substitute it over here, and the value of the drain resistance is 200 ohms. So after substituting all these values, you get 11.2 volts. So here you finish your analysis of the circuit, a DC analysis of your circuit, of the given circuit using E-MOSFET. Later, the same problem to the previous step can be practiced by the students. So drain feedback circuit, fine. Here, can you just concentrate on the symbolic representation of E-MOSFET and try to identify what type of E-MOSFET it is used, a N-channel or a P-channel MOSFET? It is a P-channel MOSFET, yes. Answer certainly it is a P-channel MOSFET. So here it is a drain feedback bias. Why? Because you can see a certain resistance RG is connected at the output terminal and the input terminal. So this is your drain terminal, and therefore the name highlighted is a drain feedback bias circuit. So in this circuit, a negligible gate current flows. There is no voltage drop across RG. So this makes VGS almost equal to VDS. Fine. So your feedback voltage is taking a control of the biasing circuit in this given circuit. So it's a very, 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 very positive sign that stability will be driven by the feedback network. And everything remains settled in the operating region, that is the linear region, and will be very, very helpful for making this circuit a successful circuit for your amplification purpose. So try to solve the problem over here. Determine the amount of drain current given in the figure. The MOSFET has a VGS, a threshold voltage equal to 3 volts. This is an inherent threshold voltage that will be given in the data sheet. This is mostly a multi-sim simulated problem. The meter indicates VGS is equal to 8.5 volts. Since this is a drain feedback configuration, your VDS is equal to VGS is equal to 8.5 volts. So substitute in the current relation. Here this is your VD. Fine. So what is amount of current that is flowing into the drain? It is 15 volts minus VDS upon this drain resistance. So substitute the values and get the value. This problem is mostly tried in multisim. So you can also try in your multi-simulation and find out the base voltage, gate voltage, sorry.